highlights there of the first half, and then I'll kick it over to Jason. For me, there in that first half and the first basically quarter and a half, Council Grove's defense was absolutely dominant. Riley County could absolutely not get anything going there to start that game. Council Grove's very first drive, 3-and-out, punt. Riley County had it, and a 3-and-out, and then they punted it, and Bradley Dornbos returned it into the red zone. A few plays later, and we'll get that to you, Reed Buttrey pushes himself into the end zone, 5-yard run at the 6:16 mark of the first quarter. We kick off to them. Riley County can't do anything. Another 3-and-out. But what happened is a snap over the head of the punter, Wirtz, and he was able to recover it on the one. A few Council Grove penalties later, we're able to shove it into the end zone at the 4:16 mark. A pass from Reed Buttrey to Mason Samuels, 12 yards in. Touchdown, Braves led it 14-0 after the point after by Carter Bremer. Then Braves defense stop them again. And a 9-yard a 9-yard pass, the only score that actually occurred on the northeast end zone after a huge long drive by the Braves. A 9-yard pass play from Reed Buttrey to Saeed Smith-Jenkins, his first career touchdown pass at the 10:23 mark. Point after was good by Carter Bremer. So at the 10:23 mark, the Braves led it 21-0. We kick off to Riley County. Stop them. And then all of a sudden, a 55-yard touchdown run by number 4, Cadrick Woodard. And all of a sudden, oh my gosh, Council Grove gets the ball back. They have to punt. Riley County goes on a drive. And to me, obviously you love to be ahead 21-0 or ahead 21-7. But for me, the highlight of that first half was keeping Riley County out of the end zone before halftime, because Riley County gets the ball to start the second half. If it's 21-14 and Riley County gets the ball to start the second half, things just get seriously interesting. Before I kick it over to Jason, the score from Silver Lake tonight, Silver Lake 14, St. Mary's 0 at the half. Jason.
Yep, St. Mary's putting it on them over there, but man, as soon as Gunnar Gleason tweaked that ankle and went out of this football game, you saw a shift in maybe where and how they were going to run the ball, and Braves just not able to set the edge on the left side over there the way Gunner was, and they started to make a little hay, but the Braves adjust again like they always do, and they're able to make that late stand. But yeah, this is going to be a game of who's in the best shape. Who's in the best shape for 4 quarters of football, because you can tell at the line of scrimmage that this thing is an absolute war. It's a rock fight in a telephone booth, so to speak, and everybody's leaning on everybody in there. We're trying to stop the run. They're making adjustments. Darren Reddick's moving another chess piece, and at halftime that he's kind of pulled out how he wants to play this second half, but the Braves will kick it off out of halftime here in about 30 seconds to Riley County and throw that defense back out of there after a much-deserved break. Because let me tell you, we're in a football game. It's 21-7, but we're in a football game because these guys do not let up, and they're not gonna let up, and you're gonna have to play them for all 4 quarters.
Getting ready to kick off here. Got about 5 seconds before the clock winds out for the halftime warm-up clock, and then we're going to get this thing going here in the second half. For me personally, with the Braves having a 2-touchdown lead here, this drive is going to say a lot about both teams. Council Grove stops them, makes them punt, or gets the ball back, and Council Grove marches down, gets in the end zone, and makes it a 3-touchdown or a 3-score game. Things will change completely different. If Riley County found something, like Jason mentioned, offensively, and they go down and score, oh my gosh, hold on to your hat. It's going to be interesting. Here's a kickoff by Bremer. Over there on the far side to Wirtz. Cross the 30, still on his feet. 35, still on his feet. And he'll be finally shoved out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So that's where Riley County will have it.
Yeah, they'll set up shop 43-yard line. That took about 6 seconds off the clock. So starting the third quarter here, this is always interesting to see what has transpired in the locker room, what adjustments are going to be made. who's going to be able to assert their dominance here on both sides of the ball. But I know the Braves needed a break. They made that stop. They captured that momentum, and football is a momentum game. We had it all up 21-0. They were able to capture it back, and like Justin said, this drive will say a lot about who gets this early momentum in the third quarter.
42-yard line, Riley County side of the field. Woodard, play action pass. Woodard looking. He's going to go deep. He's got a man wide open here at the near side 30 outside the hashes, and it will be over his head, incomplete. So first play out of the locker room, they're going to go for all the marbles on play one against Blaze.
They went for the shocker, and it was Blaze got himself out of shape there, about a step and a half behind, and receiver had plenty of room to catch the ball, just slightly overthrown, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10. And usually a lot of people don't attack Blaze, and he might have taken a step inside thinking they're going to run the ball there.
Last pass attempt was from Woodard to Trey Weber, number 24, 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Wirtz. Wirtz has got a little bit of room, gets across the 45 to about the 46, going to bring up a third down play here in a situation where you're near midfield, 3rd down and 6. What is Riley County going to do if they don't pick this up?
Yep, they're in that kind of no man's land, middle of the field. They're not quite to the 50. Mason Samuels on that tackle, far side, able to bring him down from his linebacker spot. But, yep, 3rd down and 6. This is a big play because you'd like to think you could put them to a decision here where they'd consider punting you back the football.
One split here to the near, one split to the far side. Woodard and Wirtz in the backfield like they've been all night long. It's going to be a zone read keeper there by Woodard. Woodard stumbles himself forward across the midfield, down to the 46, a new set of downs for the Riley County Falcons.
Yep, tripped up late there. I believe that's David McTackle's in there getting an arm on his feet and getting him to stumble down past the first down marker. But, yeah, Braves a little bit on their heels here after they picked that up and making a few subs up front there. Smith Jenkins in on that defensive front.
Riley County taking a ton of time here in between plays. 1st and 10, Braves side of the football. Reverse pass, looking, Woodard looking, trying to send somebody deep. Pass is going to be caught at the 32-yard line. 1st down, good pitch and catch out there to number 6, and that will be Carter Maxwell. And the two passes that Woodard's completed were absolute missiles.
Yeah,
good throw.
He's throwing missiles. Blaze French again on the coverage right there with him. Throws a dart. Blaze brought him down where he stood, where he caught it, but not able to break it up. So another 1st down.
Ball sitting on the 34-yard line. Got a man in motion. Woodard, handoff. Wirtz along this right side. Stiff arms, still on his feet, but it will be shut down quickly. He's able to get to about the 30-yard line. So good gainer there on 1st down. Is going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for Riley County. So crazy to me, Jason. In the first quarter, they literally could not run the ball against us at all, and then they're still going right back to the same type of formations and plays, and now they're getting stuff.
Yeah, I think Gunner was doing a different job. We'll say different job of setting that edge, because you're seeing us now get pushed around a little on that side, on the right side of that offensive line, and they're running right off that edge.
Woodard going to be a QB keeper along that left side. He's going to be stood up near the 30-yard line. Very little gain on the play. They're going to give him forward progress out to about the 30. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5, so much better job on that QB keeper. Kind of like a zone read, almost like a option handed to the first guy or option, but they didn't actually have a pitch man.
Yeah, well, he tiptoes up there too, like he's waiting for that block, and it doesn't really come, and Braves have been able to swarm him off of that left side of the offensive front. Braves getting good push over there, and yeah, this is going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and Braves are going to have to stand up.
Man in motion. Here is a play-action pass over the middle, and he's wide open. Touchdown pass from Woodard to number 11, Brendan Woodard. Not sure about the relation. I assume they probably are related. Great play action pass. Drew that safety down, threw it over the top, touchdown.
Yep.
And oh my gosh.
He got Blaze leverage all forward, ran right by him. He was wide open to the end zone. And French getting picked on a little bit. Haven't seen that much all season, and they complete that. They're going to line up for the extra point here, 21-13, 8:33 to go, third quarter, trying to tack on one.
Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is
no good.
No good. That might be a huge point, but nevertheless, Council Grove ripped off 21 straight. Riley County's ripped off 13 straight. Council Grove needs to put together a drive. We're going to take a quick break at the 8:33 mark. Braves 21, Riley 13. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Life channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
Did somebody say Taco Tuesday? El Rancho Viejo is just the spot for your south of the border cravings with a full menu of made-to-order Mexican cuisine. And don't miss their $1.75 tacos on Tuesdays. Be sure to try one of their famous margaritas while you're dining in. Open 7 days a week. Find them downtown Council Grove. At the Morris County Hospital, they are proud to stand behind our hometown athletes, the Council Grove Braves. Whether it's on the field, court, or on the track, these athletes show us what hard work and dedication looks like. When injuries happen, their team of professionals are there with expert care to get them back in the game and stronger than ever. The Morris County Hospital is caring for our community and cheering on the Braves. Let's go, Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Set to kick off for Riley County. Woodard, number 25, set back deep for Blaze French. And at the commercial break, Jason and Mindy and I are discussing that this is a huge, huge, huge drive. Just for confidence and momentum's sake, get Council Grove here back in this football game. I know they've got an 8-point lead, but everything, it seems like to me, for the last hour has been all Riley defensively, all Riley offensively. Good deep kick to Blaze French, pushes him back, bobbles a little bit at the 10. Across the 20, 25, finds a little bit of a seam, still on his feet. Finally tackled, but not before he gets out to the 36-yard line. Good return there by Blaze, in good field position for the Braves.
Yep, Braves will set up shop, 36-yard line, 8:26 to play, third quarter. And like Justin said, this is a huge drive. You've got to, looks like Gunner's back out there on offense anyway. Gunner's walked back into the huddle, so Braves are gonna go full strength here, and we need to sustain a drive.
So we
try to get that momentum back.
Sorry, Jason. Reed Buttrey in at quarterback. Going to have twins here to the near side, and they're going to go ahead and shift to the far side. Got David McDiffett split out to the far side. They will have trips to the far. Buttrey getting everybody lined up here. Here's the snap. Going to be a pitch outside. Blaze French trying to get to the edge, and he is dropped back at the 35-yard line. So he's going to lose some on that last play to the form of 2. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 12. So right now, just all the momentum, like I'd mentioned, on Riley County's side.
Yep, when 10's in there, there's a good chance he's going to try to get that edge, and they played it well. Dropped him for a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 12. 7:50, clock running third quarter.
Buttrey, snap, going to be an inside handoff to Blaze French, and he's able to get positive yardage about back to the original line of scrimmage, but not much doing there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Braves.
Yeah, Braves content to run the ball here. Nothing out of the Wildcat, nothing with the quarterback. So
essentially the only pass that they have truly completed that wasn't a little pitch forward to Mason Samuels was that 9-yard touchdown by Saeed Smith-Jenkins. It's the only completed pass that the Braves have had all night long. They've done pretty much everything on the ground. Reed, play action pass, looking. Pass over the middle. It's going to be in and out of the hands of Mason Samuels. I think maybe that was catchable, and looking at the body language of Mason, he's thinking that he should have had that one, and it would have definitely been good enough for a first down, but nevertheless, 3 and out for the Braves, and we're punting.
Yeah, Braves are going to punt this ball away, 7:02 on the clock, and yeah, really in danger here of Riley County just capturing the momentum at the end of the or at the beginning of this third quarter and kind of keeping it here. And we're going to put it on the defense to give us a spark. We're going to need the football back.
7:02 left. Reed gets an end-over-end punt, pushes him all the way back. Ball's loose. Council Grove might have it. Council Grove might have it. And that is Caden Schmidt pointing that way. And just point to the north end zone. Please point to the north end zone.
He had it first.
Yeah, Caden Schmidt had the football on the bobbled snap. And what are we doing? Let's have a little group meeting. Caden Schmidt come off the ball. Wirtz bobbled the punt return. It squirted out. Schmidt dove on it. I don't know why they're having a discussion. It should be, yes!
Yes. White
Council
ball.
Grove football. So a huge, huge moment in the game. Wirtz fumbles the ball at the 26-yard line, recovered by Caden Schmidt. And when everything, I'm nervous, I'm sweating because of how this game has turned. That might be the difference in this part of the ball game.
I'll tell you what. The special teams, almost every time we've needed a big play, it's come from the special teams, whether it's a kick return or whatever. That's a huge play.
We have got to figure out a way from Riley's 26-yard line to get some points on the board. Trips here to the near side. Blaze French in the running back position to Reed's left. Reed with a snap. Going to call his own number. Shoves his way up the middle. Shoves his way forward across the 20. Down to about the 19.5-yard line, and that's what we're talking about right there. We'll see when they spot it. 7-yard gain on first down. No penalties.
And
Great first play.
And that's what we saw a lot of that first half, whether it was Mason Samuels or Reed Buttrey running that ball inside, winding through there. And you can feel, with a big play like that, you can feel the momentum shift. I mean, you can feel it in the air. Braves got a little spring in their step.
Twins to the far side. One single split here to the near side's Grady Kepley. Buttrey claps his hands. It's going to be an inside handoff to Blaze French, and just nothing doing up the middle unless if it's handed off up the middle, there's just nothing there for Blaze. When Reed and Mason have waited for those plays to develop and the blocking develop, there's been an opening, but not with a handoff.
Yep, it's been more when they look up with the ball in their hands after receiving the snap, and they're able to pick their way through the blocking, pick what gap they want to go through. They're able to pick those up. But, yeah, that just took a little long to develop and nothing doing for Blaze. And now Samuels, looks like Samuels is in the Wildcat.
Samuels in a quarterback position, 3rd down and a long 4. Claps his hands. Going to be a pass. Oh! Did a play-action pass and tried to get it over the middle to David McDiffett. And now we're going to be faced with a 4th down. So the special teams got us in great field position. Got a huge run on 1st down. Nothing on 2nd. Nothing on 3rd down with an incomplete pass. Now you're faced with a 4th and 4. And oh, my gosh.
4th and 4. At least you flip the field. If we want to put a silver lining on this, we got one more play to try to pick this up, and we flipped the field. Better than a punt. So Braves would love to get this and keep this drive alive, but huge 4th down.
Twins to the far side. Samuels in at quarterback, claps his hands. He's going to call his own number, pushes his way forward, shoves the pile, push way down to the 15.
Down.
Give me a good spot there, Mr. Side Judge, please. Mason calls his own number along that right side edge. We're waiting for the spot. And Mason points 1st down, but he's the only one. But the white hat points 1st down. What a huge run by the junior, Mason Samuels.
Yeah, that's a pretty effective play we've shown over the last couple weeks, because he's big and he's strong, and he's able to get 4 or 5 yards almost at will there behind that front push from the Braves offensive line. But 5:13 to go, clock running. Braves get the 1st down.
Reed Buttrey back in at quarterback. Samuels is in the slot, and the trips here to the near side. Reed, inside handoff to Blaze French. Bounces around to the outside. Tries to get to the 10, steps in, spins forward, and he is out of bounds. We're going to see where they spot it. Really close to a 1st down. He's inside the 10, down to about the 8. Good run there by Blaze French. Picks up 8.
Mason goes from running the ball, picking up the 1st down, to throwing that block on the edge. Leading the way around for Blaze French. And when Blaze gets that edge, it's effective. And, man, they're trying to throw some window dressing at this thing, so you don't know when we're going there and when we're not. But, Braves knocking on the door now inside the 10.
They can get a first down at about the 7-yard line. Second down and a short 2. Buttrey, empty backfield, calls his own number, pushes himself forward. He's got the first down near about the 5-yard line. They're going to give him first down, so it looks like the Braves will have first and goal from the 5, depending upon where they spot it. But you thought they got a first down, didn't you, Jason?
Yep, I believe they're going to wave him over. They're going to reset this. They're going to wind the clock. Yep, they're going to wind the clock. 4 minutes to go, and this is what the Braves need to be doing. They're working that clock, working that running game, trying to get points on the board and shorten the football game.
All right, here we go. In the backfield with Buttrey is Mason Samuels to his left. Twins to the far side. Reed calls out the signal. Reed's going to go right behind Mason Samuels along that left side, spins, shows the football across, and the ball comes out. He should have been down. But anyway, Reed made it down to about the 1-yard line, and it looked like he reached over the goal line. No signal. I just hope that we still have the ball.
Well, I don't know how that's not a touchdown. Everybody on the field thinks it's a touchdown wearing white except them. We retained possession, and they spotted it about the 3-inch line. He literally he fell backwards, reached over his head. Pretty dangerous to hold the ball out like that if you're not going to get it across. But Braves luckily hold on to the football. Reed's under center.
Reed's under center. Calls out the signal. Is going to shove himself forward, and he is in for the – we're going to have a touchdown signal? I didn't.
Yep, far side.
Far side. This near side guy didn't even raise his hands up. Touchdown Braves. I'm sorry. Touchdown Reed Buttrey from the 3-inch line.
Yeah, he went under center there, almost a tush push, and he was able to reach the ball over the line. There wasn't much in there, but just enough. And the Braves put 6 more on, 27-13, and Bremer trying to – this is a huge extra point.
Keep this lead. Here we go. Snap, holds high. Kick is up, and it is –
it's good.
It's good. So 3:16 left to play. Braves lead it 28-13 and respond after the touchdown. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
DHC Chiropractic is helping you feel your best with services such as spinal manipulation, various forms of physiotherapy, and dry needling. Call into our office to schedule your appointment or reach out to us on Facebook. Need help navigating the real estate market? Give a local Council Grove Realty or Lakeside Property Realtor a call today. They are members of the Flint Hills Association of Realtors assisting in residential, commercial, and ag sales. Visit cglakeside.net or councilgroverealty.com and see what a local realtor can do for you. For over 100 years, Citizen State Bank has gone the extra mile for its customers, providing big bank amenities while knowing their customers by their first name. Stop in today at any of their 7 locations or check out their services online at extramilebank.com.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans, and what a response for the Braves offense. And a key play in that drive was a 4th down and 5. Wildcat look from Mason Samuels, able to pick up the first down on that 4th down play to continue that drive, and Reed Buttrey punches it in from inside the 1. Braves lead at 28-13. Here's a kickoff, and it bounces up. His knee was down.
Is down.
Okay,
yeah.
Yep. All right, sorry. Carter Bremer. Jason and I are both ready to jump out the window, throw the camera in the first row.
That was Lincoln Sherwood, by the way.
Yep. And
that kicked it.
Yep. Oh, that was?
Yeah, Lincoln came in on the kickoff there, so that was the double nickel, 55, I believe. Lincoln Sherwood that kicked that, and he kicked it kind of low. And when the deep man went down to get it at the 25, he had his knee on the ground when he picked it up, and the ball correctly was called down at the 25-yard line. So 3:14 to go. Riley County takes over.
Woodard in the pistol. He's got Wirtz to his right. Snap, option to the near side, and it's a ball hits the turf, and somehow Wirtz does a great job of picking it up. So an option play to the near side, almost disastrous for Riley County. So, you know, Jason, you've always said the oblong ball usually doesn't bounce right, but that oblong ball bounced perfect up to Wirtz.
But the key to that play is we didn't give them a yard. We didn't give them anything. They ran the option, pitched it. Mason took the pitch man. We strung it out to the sideline. Blaze French shoved him out for no gain. And the Braves have done an excellent job in that option game of really not giving anything up.
Twins to the far side, one single split here to the bottom. Zone read, QB keeper up the middle. Woodard's got a little bit of space, but he is absolutely ran over by Caden Schmidt, who literally is the highlight reel of big hits this season.
He is. If you want to make a highlight reel of form tackles and ones and hits that make the pads pop, you would make a Caden Schmidt highlight video because he comes up. I don't know who had him around the ankles. I couldn't see the bottom of the scrum, but he was kind of held up, and Caden just finished it off.
Huge play.
Yeah, they've gotten 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7, and they're in the punt zone. You can see the punter here.
All right, here we go. 27-yard line for Riley County. They need the 35 for a first down. 2:20 to play. Woodard looking to pass on that far side, and he's got a wide open receiver still on his feet. 45, and he slips down. That is a tough throw, throwing it completely from the far hash to the other hash.
Yeah. He fell down because he saw 8 coming.
Yep.
Caden Schmidt was on a line to him, was going to put the big hit on him again, and he goes down. Maybe he might have slipped. He might have seen Caden coming. I'm not sure. But with 2:01, Riley County picks up a big first down at the 45-yard line.
45 in their own territory. Woodard and Wirtz in the backfield. Got a man in motion. Inside handoff to Wirtz. Wirtz shoves himself forward to about the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and about 8. Clock winding here at the 1:35 mark for the Falcons.
Riley County's really had pretty good balance since when the Braves got up 21-0. Since then, the Riley County offense has really shown some balance. They've ran the ball, they've been able to throw the ball a little bit, and they've kept our guys guessing. And again, where they get a few yards is off the right side of that line.
One split to the far, one split here to the near. Man in motion. Snap, Woodard, handoff, left side. Wirtz shoves the pile forward across midfield, and he's going to be down at about the 47-yard line, short of a first down. I believe they're going to need a long 2. 3rd down and 3. You're down by 15 points.
Clock slipped under a minute. It's 47, 46. Third quarter winding away. And the Braves defense, because they're able to make it so difficult and shorten the game, could be a total key to holding on to this lead.
Woodard got another man in motion here to the near side. Inside handoff again to Wirtz, and Wirtz plows his way forward. Tackled there by David McDiffett. But tell you what, Wirtz right now is running downhill a new set of downs for the Riley County Falcons. Clock stopped on the first down with 26.8.
Yep, they wind the clock. 25, clock running. Ball's sitting on the 42-yard line, so Braves not kind of in no man's land here. Definitely 4-down territory for Riley County, so Braves again going to have to stand up with that defense and stop them 4 times in a row.
Last play of the quarter. Play action pass. Woodard looking near side, and it is caught on the near side, so he's got something working there with number 11, Brendan Woodard, and that will be the end of the quarter, and we'll see where they spot it. And it looks like it's going to be really close to a first down. It looks like it's going to be a little bit short. 1.8 seconds left, so I apologize. This wasn't the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds there. Caden Schmidt in coverage. Blaze French was over the top, but yeah, Braves maybe giving us a little more cushion after that touchdown where they were burned deep. So 1.8 on the clock. This will be the last play.
Here we go.
The third quarter.
Woodard handoff inside Wirtz, and he pushes himself inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. New set of downs again for Riley County. They're on a heck of a drive. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. Give you the fourth quarter. Braves lead at 28-13. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
At Becura Family Automotive, we've got you covered. Whether it's an oil change, a tire alignment, or engine repairs, with years of experience, the team knows how to keep you safely on the road. And if you are ever in need of a tow, just give them a call, 620-767-6947. Alcogen is a global leader in developing and providing high-performance specialty materials designed to positively impact the environment. If you're looking for an inspiring and exciting career as part of a team who is passionate about its mission, work, customers, and the communities, contact us today, 620-767-5119, or apply online at www.alcogen.com/careers. Adams Home Store has been family-owned and operated since 1969. They offer construction services for custom homes, outbuildings, boat docks, and more. Adams carries supplies for farmers and ranchers and has a big inventory of grilling, boating, and camping accessories. Located at 203 East Main in Council Grove, go Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. New set of downs for Riley County, start of the fourth quarter. Riley County will have it on their own on Council Grove side of the field, 27-yard line. Same formation that they pretty much used the entire game. One split far, one split near. Man in motion is Woodard. Here's Woodard, play action pass. He's looking over the middle. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. What a play by Caden Schmidt. Went with the inside post. They had a step on him, but Schmidt stuck the correct hand out in front, knocked the ball down. What a play by Schmidt.
Yeah, that was a big-time play because he was right there with him. Like Justin said, good position. We're able to reach with the correct hand, come across like you're getting in the passing lane in basketball, and knock that ball down. Everybody looking around for a flag. There was no laundry on the field, and 11:55, clock stops. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Again, ball spotted on the 27-yard line, Council Grove territory. Man of motion's Woodard. Woodard inside handoff to Wirtz. Wirtz still on his feet, and I don't know about you, Jason, but this Wirtz kid, number 25, looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game progresses.
He looks like he's getting stronger and faster, and the Braves 11 on this defense have been on the field on both sides of the ball. And you can see hands on the hips, maybe a little fatigue, like we talked about in the pregame, getting leaned on a little bit here, and they got to stand up again from the 10.
1st and goal for Riley County. Inside handoff. Wirtz absolutely just walks into the end zone. Touchdown Braves at the 11:26 mark. Holy moly, it's 28-19.
Yeah.
They're going to probably go for 2 here,
28-19, I think you got to go for 2. The problem is if you don't get it, you're down 2 possessions. So
yep.
I don't know what the tendency would be with Riley County here, but with the Braves' hands on the hips and them kind of running through running through us like warm butter, looks like they're going to line up to go for 2, and this is huge.
If there's any way the Braves can come up and get a stop here, keep, like Jason said, a 2-possession game. Here is Woodard calling his own number, and from the backside,
that was Hutch.
Tyler Hutchison with the tackle of the game. Comes from the backside on that QB keeper around that far side. Keeps him out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Score stands 28-19. Wow.
Yep. Stays a 9-point game, and that's huge. There's no mathematical way in the game of football in one possession to go out and even tie this game. So the Braves are going to get the football back. Riley County's going to kick off to the Braves. Seeing us gas like that, any way they onside this?
To be honest with you,
With 11:26, this is maybe when you would do it because you're down 2 possessions, and our defense is actually hands on the hips. I mean, outside of the play Tyler just made, getting into the backfield on that drive, looking pretty gassed. But 11:26 to go, 9-point ball game. Braves will have Blaze French back deep, and I think you got to be aware. You got to be aware, and it looks like the hands team's up front.
Yep, you've got Grady Kepley, Mason Samuels, Reed Buttrey, Bradley Dornboss, and Lincoln Sherwood up here at the 50-yard line in case they decide to do something crazy with an onside kick. Blaze French is going to set up shop at his own 20-yard line. Get your hands ready, boys, just in case. Again, 11:26. Braves still lead at 28-19. The man possessed right now is Wirtz, and he's going to kick it deep. Blaze will bob it a little bit across the 10 to the 20. He reverses field to the far side, steps in still on his feet. Blaze French running hard out across the 30, down at the 34-yard line. Great return there by French, and offense put together a drive right here.
Yep, 34-yard line, 11:17 to play. The running game that we've kind of established with Reed Buttrey and Mason Samuels out of the shotgun, out of the Wildcat, whatever you want to call it, they can burn a lot of clock and have proven to be able to get first downs. And I think with this 9-point lead, you want to still be aggressive in this run game, but you would love to keep that clock moving.
Absolutely. And again, you've got Gunnar Gleason is in at left tackle. Reed Buttrey is in at quarterback. Blaze French in at the running back. Twins to the far side. Twins here to the near side. Play action pass. Reed looking over the middle for Mason Samuels.
Just overthrew him. Intended for Mason at the
other side of the field at the 40. Going for all of it there on first down, and had the right play, had a step on him, just wasn't able to make the connection.
Yep, just out of the reach of Big 34. He kind of broke loose there. Ball bounced about a 30-yard route, and ball bounced just past his fingertips as he slid on the ground, and that stops the clock.
11-12.
Yep, Braves may go back to the running attack here. We'll see. They look like they wanted it all right there.
Reed Buttrey has Logan Stockwell to his right in the backfield. Reed, QB keeper, trying to find some room on that left side. Does find some room. Shoves himself forward, out of bounds on the far side. He's able to pick up positive yardage. Look like they're giving him about 4. It's going to bring up third down and a short 6.
Yep, and only takes a few seconds off. He goes out of bounds, 11:03, and Braves not able to keep this clock moving. Maybe that's not what they're thinking here with this much time, but up 9, you'd sure think you'd want to kind of milk this thing down a little bit, but yep, up 28-19, 11:03 to play. Braves third and about 6.
Reed Buttrey's got Blaze French in the backfield. Reed claps his hands. Going to be a play-action pass. Looking, he's going to have pressure. He's going to get rid of it, and it is going to be caught! Caught at the other 40-yard line to Mason Samuels. Riley County, what? They called it incomplete. Mason Samuels.
They let the defender call it. Mason absolutely caught that ball. The defender came overrunning, waving his arms, and the official actually let him call the play.
And the worst part about it is the side judge was on that deep pass. He's supposed to stay equal with the farthest offense and defender back. He was probably about 20 yards away from the catch, wasn't even close to seeing it. I saw Mason have both arms, forearms under the ball and roll over it.
I don't think it was even questionable.
So a huge call. Braves are going to be forced to punt here. Reed gets it away from his own 30. Good punt. To Wirtz at his own 25-yard line. Sets his feet, tries to get to the far side. Still on his feet, being chased, and just decides to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And we're hoping.
Life on the road.
Wow, what a huge, huge call
Yeah, Mason was actually emphatic as he was trying to catch it to make sure both arms were underneath, and I don't know that there was any doubt, but severely out of position trying to make that call. The defender started waving smartly that I think that ball hit the ground, and the ball is called incomplete. So Braves punted away. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. So up 9.
We got a cramp on the far side with a Council Grove player. We're going to take a quick break here. 10:42 left to play. Braves still lead it by 9, but Riley County has the ball. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
Together with veterans in Morris County, Kansas, hopes to enlist rural veterans and their local partners to join forces to reduce veteran and civilian suicides in their communities. To learn more, join their Facebook group. Please remember, help is always near. It's okay not to be okay.
All right, welcome back. 10:42 left to play. Fourth quarter. Braves lead it by 9. Riley County with the football at their own 35-yard line, far hash away from the press box. After trailing 21-0, Riley County has found something offensively with a balance of the pass and the run. The Braves need to get a stop here. Handoff, Wirtz. Wirtz finds a hole along that left side, is able to get out across the 35 to about the 36, give him the 37-yard line. 2-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and 8. This would be a perfect opportunity for the Braves to come up with a huge stop and see the punter.
Yep, that defense looking to the sideline, getting the call from coach. David McDiffick comes up there and makes the tackle, shooting up from his safety position. But, yeah, 8 yards to go, 2nd down, 10:08, clock running.
Woodard, play action pass. Looking. He's going to go deep, and he's got a man, and he's open. But just to kind of give you a little bit of a personnel change, the person that was down with a cramp was Caden Schmidt, and you had a sub, and that was George Muscotti. George Muscotti was right with the wide receiver, number 24, which was – excuse me, where's he at? Here we go. Trey Weber. Trey Weber goes about 6'2", 6'3". George goes probably about 5'7". He was there, but if he didn't go into him and basically pass interference, it was a completed pass 30 yards down the field.
Never turned his head, but George was right there, which prevented the much bigger play. And after they tack on the penalty yards, the ball's at the 48-yard line.
Council Grove side of the field. Passing game for Riley County has been effective, and he's going to roll out to the far side looking. He's got a man open that it's deep. Blaze French goes up. Blaze French goes up to high point. It almost comes down with the interception. Go to Trey Weber on that far side again, number 24. And right now, it looks like Riley County's not afraid to air it out.
They got to preserve the clock.
Yep.
Down 2 possessions. So 9:49, they're going to put this thing in the air. We have to be aware of that, which I think we are. Blaze French got himself in position there, was able to go up and just didn't bring it in, but he was the one to high point the ball.
Caden Schmidt back into the game. Corner here on the near side. 2nd down and 10. Ball sitting on the 48-yard line. Inside handoff. Wirtz bounces it outside. We have a penalty flag, and that's in the vicinity of holding, and that would be a huge, huge call if that's what it is.
It's a hold on Riley County. So that's going to back them up. Looks like we'll get a spot here. It's going to put them back on the other side of the 50.
And if where the flag's at, it's going to be 2nd down and a long ways from the 42-yard line. So the ball is on Riley County's side of the field. They need, in order to get a first down, they're going to have to go to Council Grove's side of, which would be the 38. So 2nd down and about 20. Clock should be winding here because the ball was still in bounds. They're running it now. Okay,
it is now.
All right, here we go. 9:38 to play. One split here to the near side. Twins to the far side. 2nd and 20. Probably a passing down here like Jason mentioned, keep that clock stop. Rolls out here to the near side. Going to be a free play. Pass is going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver here. Defended pretty well by Schmidt, trying to get it to McAllister. We'll see what the flag is.
Looked like maybe offsides on the Braves. Bradley's pointing the other way, like
false start.
False start. Nicely done. Bradley knows.
So the pass was incomplete. So it's weird that you have a false start or legal procedure or something. You might have had somebody line up wrong, but that's going to push them back. So it's going to be 2nd down and 25. So, and they're going to wind the clock here. Nope, they're not going to wind the clock because it was an incomplete pass. But normally on an offensive penalty, they blow the play dead, which would have been good for Council Grove because it would have kept the clock running, but they let the play go through an incomplete pass, so that stops the clock. 9:23. Riley County hustles to the line here. Woodard, man in motion. Going to be a jet sweep here to the near side. Finds a little bit of room, but not much, and he's going to be stuffed down there at the 40-yard line. Drilled there by Nate Seamers. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yep, third down and over 20 yards. 21 yards, 3rd and 21. 9:04 to play. Clock winding. Under 9 minutes. So Riley County's done a great job of preserving as much time as they could, but they've gotten themselves backed up here. So interesting to see if the Braves can hold them here if they're willing to punt or not. This isn't a good point in the field to give the Braves the football back.
Yep, we need to find out where is number 24, Trey Weber. He has been kind of a menace here. Trey Weber down at the bottom of your screen when you watch it on Wednesday, matched up one-on-one with Caden Schmidt.
Got Mason deep over the top. And
Woodard, 5-step drop, pass comes over the middle. He breaks one tackle, doesn't break the other tackle, and coming up again.
Caden Schmidt.
Oh, my gosh, what a hit. Absolutely drills number 11, Brandon Woodard, and he comes up, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 11. Ball gets across midfield at the 48-yard line, and Woodard, I think, well, you see stars after that shot.
Oh, man. What a shot at the sideline, Caden Schmidt. They've brought the punter out. I think you got to keep your head on a swivel here because
David McDiffett is set back deep at the 15-yard line. You got to make sure whether or not they're actually going to punt this. 4th and 11, down by 9. Here's the snap. Wirtz does get it away. Good punt. McDiffett with it. Catches it. Still on his feet. David McDiffett is able to get out from the 15, out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Good return there by David McDiffett. And I tell you what, in that situation, just secure the ball and any bonus.
Yeah, if you can skitter forward, you just want possession of the football. Luckily, he gets to about the 21-yard line. So Braves will set up shop. 7:32 on this clock. I don't even know if they're concerned about the end zone. You know, they'd love to score, but the clock is not Riley County's friend, and the Braves can get a few first downs. They can really eat into this thing.
Yep, both teams with all of their warranted timeouts. Each team has 3. Here we go, Reed Buttrey will get the call here. Snaps his hands. Going to be a handoff here to the near side. Blaze French bounces it outside. We got a face mask. And Blaze breaks the tackle, gets about 5 or 6 yards. It turned his head, so that should be a personal foul, not a 5-yard variety because it turned his head. That's just this guy's opinion, and this guy's opinion does not matter.
Yep. The white hat. Oh.
Holding on the offense, and they literally grabbed Blaze's face mask and turned his head, and the official that threw the flag
was looking right at it.
Oh, my goodness.
Rice Krispie treats because that was an obvious face mask that looked like he was watching it as he threw the flag, and they call holding on the edge, apparently on the lead blocker that opened up that running lane.
So that will push the Braves clear back to the 12-yard line. Clock is running at 7:10, but the Braves have got a lot of work to do after that 10-yard holding penalty. Twins to the far side, one single split here. And then we're going to have another penalty flag, and it's going to be a procedure. Braves
that's Gunner over there. And the only good news you can say here about these two penalties and how far back we are is it's still first down.
Whew. Okay, here we go. Since it's inside, they're gonna get half the distance to the goal, so that moves the ball down to about the 7-yard line. So first down, and let's just call it a lock. The Braves need the 32 for a first down. Clock is winding here. 6:50 to go. We just need something positive. No more mistakes. No more penalties. Just get some positive yards. Empty backfield for Buttrey. Buttrey, snap. Quick pass over there on the far side, and it is caught across the 15 out to the 18-yard line. Was that Grady?
I think that was Kepley on the reception, and he squeaks and gets a lot of that yardage back. Gets about, 7-8 yards of it back, so it's going to bring up second and about 15. So with 6:16, clock winding, Braves get up a good chunk, and like I said, the only good news about those penalties is it was still first down. So it's second down and 15 here, and Braves need some big chunks here.
Grady Kepley's going to be split here to the near side. 2 split to the far side. Buttrey. Snap. Inside handoff. And that is Blaze French. He's going to break one. Oh, man, he breaks one clear out to near the first down marker, but he absolutely drills multiple people there on the sideline, including the coach and the chain guy. The chain guy's up.
He might have been tackled by Semeka. That's Semeka's first tackle on the season at the sideline. But, yeah, he bowled over about 3 people, it looked like. Couldn't tell exactly which coach. I think it was Semeka. But it's going to be – they're going to have him – or do they have him out of bounds about 3 yards short?
Yep, and it looks like we're not getting much – Okay, we're going to have a timeout by Riley County at 5:48 left to play. We're going to take a quick break here. Braves lead at 28-19. Watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
The Tire Shop north of Council Grove is your one-stop shop for all your vehicles maintenance needs, offering tire and oil services for cars, trucks, tractors, and even ATVs. With hundreds of tires in stock, the Tire Shop is here for you. Matt Palmquist with Whitetail Properties is part of an expert team focused on Kansas land sales with local knowledge and national reach. Get the results you deserve. Contact Matt at 785-826-0995.
Am I good? Welcome back, Braves fans. 5:48 left to play. Riley County used their first timeout. Braves are going to be faced with a 3rd down and 4. The ball is spotted on their own 28-yard line. They need the 32. Here we go. Buttrey calls a signal, and we're going to have a false start on the Braves. And that went from a 3rd down and 4 to a 3rd down and 9. So Braves will re-huddle. And they'll probably have to change the play to something else. And, wow.
I'm pretty sure Reed was running the ball for that 3 yards. I think Reed was going to pick a hole and try to pick that up on the ground. And now 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, maybe 3rd and a long 8. It is a totally different situation at this point in the field. And you do not want to punt here. You want to keep this drive going up 9, 5:47 to go.
Buttrey, twins to the far side, twins to the near. He's going to get pressure. He's going to drop back to pass over the middle. Caught by Grady Kepley at close to the marker and at close to the sticks. Depending upon the spot, he's got the 31.5-yard line, and I think he needed the 32. Did they give him a good spot, or is it pretty fair?
It's pretty fair. I don't think there's any issue there. I think they're going to measure. It's not, to me, it's not close. It's not. Yeah, they're not going to measure actually because it's 4th down.
Yep, they are.
They are going to bring the sticks out. So I apologize.
It's going to look like it's going to be about a football short. They are on the 31.5-yard line, and I think they need the 32.
Yep.
It's about a football short. So the Braves have a decision here. They're a football short. They need the 32. It's 4th down. You've got a 9-point lead with 5:29 left to go, and you're on your own 31.5-yard line.
I punt this every day, including Sunday.
Absolutely, especially when you have had this defense that you've had for however many years that has been completely one of the most dominant 2A defenses in the state of Kansas, and we don't know anything unless Reed's going to
hard count him,
but he's going to go under center. Braves may be going for this. Buttrey gets the snap, pushes forward, and it looks like he has it. Depending upon the spot.
They thought we were going to hard count too. This guy on this side looks like he's got it.
Yep. So we're going to have to wait for them to spot the ball. Everybody wearing a white uniform and having a Navy helmet is pointing forward. We're waiting for the white hat. First down, huge. But I tell you what, Jason.
It wasn't by much. It was about half the football, about the nose of the football. And with 5:19 to play, they're going to wind the clock after they get everything said here.
What? He pointed first down, and now they're going to bring out the chains.
The coach may have asked.
Oh, okay, you can request it? Okay.
Because I think you can request a measurement, but first down.
First down, Council Grove Braves. Huge, basically half a yard to get. But for me, it was the courage and the guts to go for it when you're backed up in your own territory.
He kind of quick snapped him. I think they thought that he was going to hard count him, and I think they were like, hey, don't go. And the Braves actually kind of quick snapped him, and Reed's able to reach it forward, lean forward, and now clock winding. Braves got a new set of downs.
Buttrey's going to go back into the pistol. Twins to the far side. Twins here to the near side. French in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Handoff inside to Blaze French, and he's going to be stuffed for a no gain. And it looks like possibly maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. And we're going to have a timeout, Riley County. We're going to go ahead and keep it here so we can reset things for you. 4:55 left to play. Riley County has one timeout left, trailing by 9. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10, Jason.
Yep, and with 4:55 to go, I mean, the Braves have to milk this clock and would really like to get one more first down with this timeout situation and really start to make this thing difficult with the time. So at this point, it becomes a chess match. What we've shown, old Darren Reddick, the Riverboat Gambler, came out and needed a half a yard, half a football, and got it, and got a new set of downs. So 2nd and 10. Riley County's got one timeout left. There's 4:55 on the clock. We're going to get to run a few plays here, even if we don't pick it up. We're going to be able to milk a little bit of this clock off. But the score, 28-19. It's a 9-point game, 2 possessions for the Braves.
And how huge was that missed extra point there in the first half, and then going for it for 2, and Hutchison coming up with a huge play to keep this a 2-possession game. All right, set stage for you. 1 split here to the near. Grady Kepley, 2 split to the far. David McDiffin's going to come in motion and set up here on the inside slot. Buttrey, snap, pitch to the far side. Blaze French trying to get to the edge. Gets a little bit of a seam, shoves his way forward. Looks like he got about 5 yards on that 2nd down play. Clock winding here. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Yep, and Riley County electing this time to let it run. 4:30, clock running. Braves will huddle up, take their time here. So trying to do everything they can. This is a big 6 yards right here.
Be kind of curious if we're going to see a whole host and a whole big-time dose of a Reed Buttrey QB keeper here. Look like he's going up to the line of scrimmage, maybe changing the play.
Looks like you would have an opportunity off this right side if Mason can set that block inside.
And Reed dropping back to pass, decides to throw it, and it is going to be almost intercepted. So that stops the clock. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. Clock stopped at 4:02 left to play.
You'd like to maybe get them to. I mean, I understand trying to pick it up there and staying in control, but you'd like to maybe try to pick it up on the ground, keep the clock moving, and if you don't get it, they either have to use their timeout, which empties the bag of timeouts.
Here's the punt by Butcher. He tries to kick it away from Wirtz, but he's going to get it at his own 30. Cross the 35.
There's a penalty.
We got a penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to be. You really can't call that a hold.
Block in the back.
It
I
might have
believe.
been a tackle to try to. They tackled George Moscotti, so he couldn't make the tackle on Wirtz. But nevertheless, we're under 4 minutes to play. Riley Acani will have it, depending upon if they mark off a 10-yard penalty here. And that's going to, block in the back. Good call, Jason. That's going to push them back inside the 20, trailing by 2 possessions and 1 timeout left.
Yep. Now the clock's working against them. They're backed up a little more. They're going to spot this thing at the 25.5-yard line. And Riley County will have to go quick here, down 2 possessions. Braves may give a little more cushion. They just want to make moving the ball as difficult as possible and give up as short as yardage as possible, but not give up anything over the top.
Trips to the far side. Woodard's going to probably try to channel his inner Peyton Manning pass over the near side, and it's going to be caught. What a catch by Trey Weber. Clear out to the 46-yard line, and that'll stop the clock. Wow, what a catch.
Yep, that was I couldn't see because of the players. I couldn't see the ball or the ground, but clock winding now, 3:43. He did stay in bounds, so Riley County trying to go quick.
Twins to the far side. Weber down here at the bottom. Going to be an option play for Woodard. Woodard's going to run, and he is going to be absolutely drilled. Maybe gain of 1, but that's going to stop or keep the clock running. Kind of a strange situation. Their passing game, Jason's been so good here in the second half, in that second quarter, and then you try an option play.
Yeah, try to run that option play out there, and they're getting right on the ball, going no huddle. So clock approaching 3 minutes.
Trips here to the near side, 1 split to the far side, Woodard. And we're going to have movement up front, and it looked like the inside X receiver here on the near side Trips got about a half a step early, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to move them back. It's going to bring up second down at about 11, and that is the call.
Yep, 3:05 to march this off. It's going to bring up second and about 12. Braves have been pretty stingy with the defense here, though. So Riley County up against it with this clock. Only 1 timeout in their pocket. Braves defense needs 1 big stand.
All right, here, Trips here to the near side, 1 split to the far side. Woodard, he's got Wirtz to his left. Straight 5-step drop, rolling here to the near side. Looking. Pass is going to be intended. We'll wait for him to stand up.
Incomplete. 24.
Yep, intended for 24 on the boundary. Clock stops, 2:55. 3rd down and 12. So, again, Riley County with 1 timeout left, 2:55 left to play, trying to go to the boundary here to Weber. And what's crazy is they keep going to the home side of the field. Woodard is a right-handed quarterback, so he's thrown across his body, trying to go here to this home side. They're on the far hash. To me, it would make most sense to go to Council Grove side so he doesn't have to throw across his body. But
I think player 12's wearing stripes over here.
Here we go. Woodard rolling again here to the near side. Looking. Pass is going to be caught. Caught by Weber, and they are saying that he caught it. And
Moscotti was waving no. He was out of bounds.
But they said he completed it to Weber, and Weber's had himself a ball game. New set of downs. Clock stopped. 2:48 left to play.
Ball's at the 42-yard line. Now, I mean, they got a long ways to go here. Braves defense giving a little cushion. You don't want to give up anything over the top. Make this as difficult as possible.
All right, going to have Trips there to the far side. Weber is a single lone receiver here, and he's just giving us all kinds of fits tonight and having a heck of a game. Ball sitting on the 42-yard line. Woodard, 5-step drop. looking, still so much time, looking, sets his feet and running around in the backfield, still looking. He's going to the far side. He's going to tuck it and run, and he is going to keep going out of bounds all the way across the field. Good enough for a first down inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. He ran off about 20 seconds. We just couldn't catch him.
Yeah, we couldn't catch him. Saeed Smith-Jenkins almost had him on this near side. The pass rush was coming. They were kind of making him uncomfortable. At one point, I thought he was going down and able to sneak away, runs all the way across the field and down to the 28-yard line, gets himself out of bounds. So 2:34 on the clock now. First down.
1st and 10 for Riley County. Twins here to the near side. One single split to the far side. Now it goes to Trips. Woodard, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Rolls out here to the near side. Some pressure coming. He's going to look in the corner of the end zone for Weber, and he caught it. Touchdown, Riley County. Holy mackerel. What a throw from Woodard to Weber. 2:26 to play.
He got lit up, too. Okay, 2:26 to go. No way to take the lead here. Braves up 28-25.
So are you going to go for 2 here to make it a 1-point game, or are you going to go for 1 to make it a 2-point game? You might as well kick the extra point because a field goal could take the lead if you get the ball back.
Yeah, if you can get the ball back and if you're able to kick field goals, they've only got one timeout. So you would assume
onside to come.
Onside is on the way.
Have they started the play clock? Because the play clock should have already ran out by now, and they should be getting a penalty flag for delay a game. They're going to go for 1 here, and they're still going. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it looks like it's straight through there. It's good. 2:26 left to play. Braves lead it 28-26. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
TCT has you covered for all your internet, streaming TV, and telephone needs with fast, reliable fiber broadband services. TCT is an authorized agent for Nextech Wireless with retail offices in Council Grove, Abilene, and Hillsboro. Visit tctelco.net for more information. Shortstop in Council Grove is a proud supporter of the Council Grove Braves. They provide the convenience you need and the service you deserve. With easy to pay at the pump gas and diesel and great deals inside, you can't go wrong. Be sure to pick up a delicious pizza before or after the game. They hope to see you in one of their many locations in eastern Kansas. Let's go Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. We've talked about huge plays, and I'm thinking right now that in a 2-point game, again, if you remember, if you're just tuning in late for this audio broadcast, the Braves led it 21-0. They did score a touchdown here in the second half to make it 28-19. There's 2:26 left to play. Riley County, again, trailing by 2. They're getting ready to kick off, and here comes an onside kick, and they're able to get it away, just get on it and fall on it, and the Braves do have it. We'll see who picked it up at the 40-yard line.
Stockwell, I believe.
Logan Stockwell, the sophomore, with a huge coverage there. So the Braves will have it 1st and 10, their own 40-yard line. Take care of the football, no penalties. Get us yourself a couple first downs, and this game's over with.
Yeah, they've only got one timeout. So
Council Grove takes over at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
41-yard line. Twins to the far side. One single split here to the near side. Butchery in the backfield. So I would assume we're going to see some Reed Butchery, QB keepers, right up the gut. Here goes Reed across the 40. He's going to be stood up and shoved back. He was able to get out to about the 43-yard line. Clock running, and I'd be kind of curious to see when is Riley County going to use this timeout.
I would guess on after this down, depending on where the ball's spotted. If we get the first down, then obviously they won't use it right away. But if we're short here, 2nd and 8, if we're short of the marker, they'll probably call it for the 3rd down play.
Clock under 1:45 to play, and it's kind of we don't have an actual clock on the game, or excuse me, a play clock. Here's the snap. Handoff. Mason Samuels across the 50, stumbles forward, and they got a penalty flag.
What is he doing?
And Mason has the first down, but a penalty flag came in, and I'm wondering if this is going to be holding.
Flag on the play. Holding on Council Grove.
So Mason is able to pick up the first down. The hold came at about the 46-yard line, so that will make it from a first down to a second down and probably 18. My guess where that's at, probably. Clock stop, 1:34 to play.
it's gonna back this up. It's gonna be second and maybe. He's still going back. Second and 15.
Second and about 16, I think.
16, yeah.
So clock stopped at 1:34 left to play. The clock should be winding here. The clock should be winding here. Clock's not winding. All right, here we go. Samuels calls his own number, and he's going to be stood up and pushed back at the 35-yard line. And Riley County is going to take their last timeout. That'll make it third down and 16. We're going to keep it right here. I got a question for you, Jason. Mason Samuels, a running play, was able to pick up the first down, but it got called back to a hold. That is a running play. The ball.
Oh, the clock absolutely should have started, but as we've seen the second half, you're on the road in district play. I'm going to say Rice Krispie treats.
Okay, so right now, your Council Grove, you've got 1:28 left to play. You need 16 yards to get a first down, which essentially means you need to get to the Riley County 49-yard line. You're currently, the ball is set on the 35-yard line, so you need 16 yards. You obviously know that with our passing attack, with the wide receivers that we have, you probably could pass it and, possibly get it. However, if you pass it and it is incomplete, you preserve a ton of time to give Riley an opportunity to drive down the field, score a touchdown and win the football game, or kick a field goal and win the game by 1. If I am just in the huddle right there, I'm assuming that we are probably going to run the football to try to chew up as much time as we can. We don't get it, then we punt. All right, set the formation. One set split here to the bottom. Here goes Buttry. Buttry, handoff, left side. Blaze French trying to get to the edge, and he's going to be dumped for about a 4-yard loss. Clear back to the 31-yard line, and the Braves are going to have to punt.
But the clock is going to run.
Yep. Braves still has all 3 of their timeouts left. I'd be kind of curious if somebody over there on the sideline knows when the clock, the play clock is going to run down to 0. Are they going to call a timeout right before that, call a timeout, and set up how they want to punt? Because I don't want to punt to Wirtz.
No, you don't want to punt it to him. You're gonna try to angle this thing over here away from him.
Here's the snap. Punt is away, and it's going to be an end-over-end punt that's going to take a Council Grove bounce. Wirtz picks it up, and he's just going to get out of bounds, and he's going to get out of bounds at his own, see where they spot him, his own 40-yard line. So Riley County has 60 yards and 31.1 seconds left and no timeouts.
Yeah, they can't stop the clock. They probably, you got to try to work the sidelines. You've got to throw the ball. You've got to, there's a lot of things you got to do. And the Braves just have to keep this out of field goal range. I'm not sure what that range is, but keeping it on that side of the 50 would be ideal.
Trips here to the near side. Weber, number 24, is your outside receiver here to the near side. Woodard calls out the signal, rolls out, looking for underneath, and that goes to Woodard out of bounds. He's able to pick up about 6, give him 7. Clock stopped 25 seconds, and that only took 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Second down.
Braves down to nail biting time, 25.4 on the clock. They get the clock stopped. Braves looking for a little pass rush in there, rotating King in over the ball, trying to get a little pressure on him, make him burn maybe a little more of that clock.
Trips to the far side. Trey Weber, number 24, who has had one heck of a game, is single coverage down here at the bottom. Woodard looking, pass over the middle, and it is caught, but the clock is going to be stopped till they spot the ball. It's good enough for a first down across midfield to the 45. 19 seconds left, and as soon as they snap it, the clock will start. Clock's winding. He's going to snap it and ground it. Clock stops 17 seconds, 45-yard line.
45-yard line. I know they have their field goal kicker was when he was warming up. I don't know where they would be comfortable to try this from. I would assume they would have to get the football inside the 30 to even attempt it.
Okay, no timeout, 17 and a half seconds left. Second down and 10. Ball sitting directly in the middle of the field. Council Grove side of the field at the 45-yard line. Trips to the far side. Trey Weber, number 24, down here at the near side. Woodard looking, all kinds of time, looking, still looking far side, and it is almost intercepted. Clock stops at 10.
That took a lot of time.
Pass is incomplete down the right sideline.
It goes incomplete, so third down and 10 from the 45. It goes through the hands of the intended receiver, almost intercepted by Blaze. That was a very long 7 seconds.
That was a long 7 seconds. And with 10:03 or 10.3, if the clock would have run on the penalty that was a down play by Mason Samuels, this game would be over right now.
Twins here to the near side. One single split to the far side. Woodard rolls out here to the near side. Looking, and the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Weber at his feet. So you got 6 seconds left. Fourth down. I would assume.
Don't want the coverage past the marker because you want the clock to run if they do complete something.
I back everybody back to
Yeah.
about the 20-yard line because I would assume, unless something crazy happens, this may be the last play of the football game. And you don't care if you give up a 35-yard or completion. They're going to get a first down, but it doesn't matter. By that time, the clock's going to run out.
Yeah.
Tackle everything in front of you.
They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. So you want kind of in between, but the Braves got 5 guys beyond the marker, first down marker, the 35, and this could be the ball game.
Empty backfield for Woodard. He's standing on his 50, 3-step drop, looking, still looking, and he is going to be sacked.
Intercepted!
Sacked, and he was able to get it away. Intercepted by Reed Butchery. Clock is over. Time is over. Braves win it 28-26.
Bradley Dornbos shot at him and really made it difficult. Ended up sacking him, and the Braves sneak out of here 28-26. What a ball game.
I'm going to go catch my breath. We're going to sneak out of here for about 60 seconds. We're going to come back, and we'll tell you all about it. Braves win it 28-26 here in Riley. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
The Steve Crichton State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of the Council Grove Braves. For all your insurance needs, call Steve at State Farm, 620-767-5819. Let's go, Braves. For all your heating and cooling needs, call Services Unlimited. Proudly serving Council Grove and the surrounding areas for over 35 years, supporting your Council Grove Braves and wishing them the best this season. The Apothecary is located downtown Council Grove, is here to serve you for all your pharmacy needs. Their staff is friendly and knowledgeable. The Apothecary accepts most prescription insurance plans, offers free mailing and delivery, as well as a convenient drive-thru. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The service you deserve from the people who care. Let's go, Braves! Located at 415 West Main Street in downtown Council Grove, Route 56 is your local game day gear store. Stand out in the crowd with a unique shirt or hoodie from Route 56. Don't settle for the same old shirt that everybody else can order. Show your school spirit and support the Braves by buying local from Route 56. Check out their online store, route56llc.com, at your convenience.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. I was able to take some deep breathing exercises and relax there for a moment, and appreciate all of you sticking in and listening to us. And I tell you what, hopefully we did this game justice, because it was absolutely a talk about emotions of games. You come out in the first half, essentially the first quarter, get touchdowns. Touchdowns from Reed, touchdown from Reed to Mason, touchdown from Reed to Saeed, and all of a sudden it's 10-23 mark. 10:23 left in the second quarter. Braves led it 21-0. Jason and I are looking.
Carter Bremer made every extra point he kicked tonight, and that's probably the difference in this ball game.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of big plays, but man, that is a huge part of this game, being able to score sevens.
Absolutely, and at that point, emotion-wise, for Jason and Mindy and I up here was, all right, Braves come out of the locker room, came off the bus, and just absolutely were ready to play football. But I tell you what, you've got to give credit where credit is due. Riley County being down 21-0, literally whatever happened after we had a 21-0 lead, and Woodard made that 55-yard touchdown run there in that second quarter, and that completely changed this game on its head. Completely changed this game. And from that point forward, Riley County literally had control of the basketball game, literally had control of the football game, until Braves came up with a huge play. We punted, didn't have anything going offensively essentially the entire second half. Braves punted. They fumbled the punt. We recovered it, Caden Schmidt did, and then a few plays later, we were able to get in the end zone from 1 yard for Reed Buttrey to take a 28-19 point lead. But from that point forward, Riley County, since it was 21-0, Jason, I'm going to kick it over to you. But from 21-0, other than that play by Schmidt and us getting in there, from 10:23 left to go in the second quarter, Riley County's offense and defense controlled this football game.
Yeah, they obviously came out a little sluggish, or maybe they wadded up the game plan on the sidelines and threw it away and turned the page to something else. But huge plays in that first quarter of the game. Braves being up 21-0 and then being able to hang on to this thing 28-26. I mean, what an emotional roller coaster. The momentum switched wide in a couple times. There was a couple huge plays in the special teams, but just an unbelievable football game to watch or listen to, hopefully. And when you got to watch this game when the replay's on, because just so many big plays, so many emotional moments, so many guys making huge plays on special teams. Carter Bremer knocking them through the uprights. Braves getting those points when they had to have them. Just a all-out team win. No school today. Mason Samuel's birthday, but the Braves got their first win in district play, and we're 4-0.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and sneak out of here, but again, like Jason mentioned, we are 1-0 in district play, 4-0 overall, and next week we have a huge matchup with Osage City at home, and somebody that's kind of had our number the last decade. And what way would it be amazing for an opportunity to get them in our house in Legion Stadium on the turf? I would assume I need to go back and look and see who they played tonight, but I'm assuming both teams are going to come in at 4-0. But here's the cool thing about all of this: Braves are 1-0 in district play, survive and advance. Jason, you got anything else?
Nope. You said it right there. Survive and advance. You just gotta win these games. They do not give you style points in high school football. It's all on record, and you gotta win and you move on, and that's how you get yourself into the playoffs, winning these district games. And defense travels. And I'll tell you what, our guys were dog tired. Hands on the hips in part of that second half at different times. But, man, when they had to, they dug deep. When Hutch needed to make a big play on that two-point conversion, he made it. When we needed a sack, Bradley made it. When we had to dig deep, and we had to do it to preserve getting the ball back on 4th down, whatever it was. Some huge plays there, and you don't want to miss this one on Wednesday night because what a whale of a football game.
All right, we're going to go ahead and sneak out of here. I hope every single one of you have a great weekend. Want to wish the Lady Braves volleyball team heading over to Harrington the best of luck tomorrow, and also wish the cross-country team, as they're running at Lawrence at Rimrock tomorrow, I want to wish those kids the best of luck. We were going to see you next week at home in Legion Stadium to take on the Osage City Indians. Again, Braves win 28-26 over the Riley County Falcons. Thank you so much for watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.